The year is 1881, and British explorer Flinders Petrie stumbles across a small piece of limestone containing two small hieroglyphic characters. The fragment was found near the entrance to a tomb in the Egyptian desert, and for decades nobody had any idea what it meant. But when Flinders finally managed to decipher it, he realized that the tomb held the secret to one of the greatest mysteries of the ancient world. What could be the forgotten pharaoh's final resting place? And why were his remains kept secret for so long? Join us today as we look at the secrets of the forgotten pharaoh whose tomb was sealed for 3,000 years. Deep in the deserts of Egypt lies the vast burial ground of the pharaohs. It's here where some of the most famous tombs in the world have been found, including the Valley of the Kings where many royal mummies were entombed. But even after all the exploration, archaeologists are still discovering new things about the valley and its pharaohs. In 2017, a team from the University of Vienna carried out new laser scanning technology to reveal a previously unknown tomb. The tomb is thought to belong to a lesser-known pharaoh called Sesostris III, who ruled Egypt between 1878 and 1843 BC. This places him during the 12th dynasty and at the height of Egypt's Old Kingdom. Historians believe that Sesostris III was responsible for building many of Egypt's great works of art, such as the Bent Pyramid, but very little is known about his personal life or his death. And until now, his final resting place has been unknown. But thanks to new technology, researchers were able to peer inside the pyramid and discovered an untouched burial chamber 100 feet underground. The discovery of this tomb suggests that Sesostris may have been buried deep beneath the earth in order to protect his body from grave robbers. Before we move on, make sure you guys subscribe for more videos like this. Also, stick around until the end to hear about a mysterious piece of rock which changed everything. After the discovery of the tomb, experts were eager to get inside and uncover the secrets that lay within, but they soon realized that there was one major obstacle in their way. In order to access the tomb, they would need to blast through solid rock. After weeks of painstaking work, the archaeologists finally made a hole and emerged inside the chamber to find something incredible. The room was filled with sarcophagi, each one decorated with vibrant colors and intricate carvings. However, it quickly became clear that none of the coffins contained a mummy. Instead, the team discovered stacks of stone coffins which had once held the bodies of servants who had worked in the royal court. Some of the coffins also contained animals, such as baboons and falcons, which symbolized the pharaoh in Egyptian mythology. As well as the animal mummies, the team also uncovered a variety of treasures, including jewelry, ornaments, and pieces of furniture. One particularly interesting item was a small statue of the goddess Hathor, which was inscribed with the name of the pharaoh. It seems likely that these items were placed in the tomb to help the servants on their journey into the afterlife. However, despite the wealth of artifacts, there was still no sign of the pharaoh himself. Where could Sesostris be buried? And why had his tomb remained hidden for so long? After exploring every inch of the pyramid, the team eventually discovered a secret passageway leading out of the burial chamber. It was decided that the passage should be explored and a small robot was sent in to investigate. The robot traveled along a narrow shaft before finally reaching another chamber, and what the robot saw inside was nothing short of incredible. The team beamed with excitement as they watched the robot traverse a corridor adorned with beautiful paintings. At the end of the corridor was a large chamber containing two One of the coffins was made of granite and decorated with images of Sesostris, while the other appeared to be empty. As the robot moved closer, the team could see that the granite coffin had been sealed with a layer of plaster. It was then that archaeologist Otto Schadan made a shocking discovery. Using a small drill, he broke through the plaster and revealed a cavity inside the coffin. When the robot's camera was lowered into the hole, it captured an image of a human skeleton. It seemed as though the pharaoh's remains had finally been located. But there was still one mystery that needed to be solved. What had kept this tomb secret for so long? Well, it turns out that the answer was quite simple. You see, when the Egyptians built pyramids, they often used limestone to decorate the outside. Over time, this limestone can become worn away, leaving behind just the tough inner stone core. And this is exactly what had happened to Sesostris' pyramid. Over the centuries, the limestone had been eroded by wind and rain, leaving behind a pyramid made of solid granite. This meant that the entrance to the tomb had been completely sealed and hidden from view. But there was another reason why the tomb had remained undiscovered for so long. You see, the Egyptians believed that the pharaohs were divine beings who had the power to control the underworld. In order to protect the pharaoh's body from being desecrated, they took extreme measures to hide their tombs. In fact, many pharaohs had their servants put to death in order to prevent them from revealing the location of the burial ground. And in the case of Sesostris, it seems that the plan worked all too well. But thanks to modern technology and the hard work of archaeologists, the forgotten pharaoh's tomb has finally been found. So what happens now that the tomb has been discovered? Well, the team plans to continue excavating the site in hopes of finding even more artifacts. They're also working to stabilize the pyramid and protect it from further erosion. Eventually, it is hoped that the public will be able to visit the tomb and see the treasures of the forgotten pharaoh for themselves. The discovery of Sesostris' tomb is an incredible reminder of the ancient world. These magnificent structures were built thousands of years ago, and yet they continue to captivate us today. Who knows what other secrets lie buried in the sands of Egypt? Perhaps one day we will uncover the lost city of the pharaohs or discover the whereabouts of King Tut's father. The truth is that Egypt is full of mysteries, and we've only just begun to scratch the surface. Thanks to modern technology, we are able to explore ancient tombs and uncover the secrets of the past like never before. Who knows what other amazing discoveries await us in the future? But one thing is for sure. The story of the forgotten pharaoh is a reminder of the incredible history of this ancient civilization and the fascinating legacy that they left behind. Speaking of discoveries, have you ever come across something old and valuable in your attic or garage? Share your thoughts below. We would love to hear from you. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the like button and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on our latest uploads. Thanks for watching!